all the furniture and put it in. My mother took a cupboard, she took the little couch and stuck it in her den. It wasn't any, it was a kind of Swedish modern. The beds went into my mother's garage in Deal and sat there for 20-some years. The other pieces were thrown at the curb. But the one thing that Bruce left there was the piano. The piano. Now, every tenant beyond Bruce said, leave it there. It's no big deal. It was a little spinet. It stood about that high. It was a little, I don't know, used and abused. It wasn't a major piece of furniture or an instrument per se. I mean, it wasn't, but it was there. It took up space in a little living room. Nobody, leave it there. Okay, so the years go on. I'm about to sell the house. We have a buyer. And I'm at the dentist's office in Red Bank, New Jersey. Haven't closed on the house yet. There's the tenant is still in there, gonna move. And who's sitting right there in the chair that as I go past the office, but Clarence Clemens. Oh my God, Clarence. He looks up, I said, me, it's landlordess, 7.5. Oh my God, you know, so the dental hygienist takes the thing out of his mouth and, oh, I said, oh, well, what's up? You know, we do this little dance, what's going on, what's happening, you still own the house? No, I'm just about to sell it. Oh yeah, we had some good times there. And he said, you still have the piano, right? Yeah, we still have the piano. I mean, I thought it was because it was been there for years, no one ever moved it and was, you know. He said, yeah, the piano. He said, you know, we wrote all that music on it. And he said, after we finished the last song in the album for Born to Run, he said, we lifted the lid, we all signed it and dated it. Oh, right, yes. I said, yes, that was really great. You guys are really terrific. It was fun having you guys in the house and writing the thing and get my teeth clean, get out of here, and get the damn piano. So, I get my teeth clean, I race home, I get my husband, and I said, you will not believe this. Met Clarence Clemens, the piano, the signatures. I said, I'm calling the tenant right now. We're going over tonight. We're getting that piano because he's got to move out and the new owners are coming in. So I call and I said, hi, this is Rocky. And I said, you know, we're closing on the house. I know you'll be moving out in a few days. And I said, I'm coming over to get the piano. Oh, he said, that could be a problem. Problem? I said, what do you mean? He said, well, you know, it was really kind of a piece of junk. It sat in the living room for so many years. And he said, you know, we're cleaning this place out for the new buyers. And he said, so when we moved all the stuff out at the curb, he said, last week, we put the piano with it.
Oh
said,
my God.
Really? And what happened? Where is it? He said, well, it's very interesting. He said, you know, we had all this pile of stuff in the piano, and I got up the next morning, and the only thing that was gone was the piano. The garbage truck didn't take it because I hadn't even come by. So I said, somebody took the piano. I mean, did you see who took the piano? Did you hear anything? Was there anything? He said, no, so I threw it out. Somebody took the piano. So, the piano's out there. Somebody, I don't think they knew. I mean, I have no idea if they knew, because in those years between Bruce leaving and me selling the house, nobody cared about the house. It was not a Bruce Springsteen, you know, stop and shop place. It was just this little dump in West End. But the piano is gone. The tenant had no idea what happened to it. So my, you know, little urban legend here, some lucky person who had desperately wanted a piano, saw this thing, still playing, you know, has taken it, and it's somewhere now, someplace out there, waiting to be rediscovered. So I can't, you know, Obie asked me about the piano. If you don't know who Obie is, she's the lion at the gate who protected Bruce for 120 years. She did everything for him, but didn't give me the piano when I should have had the piano. Anyway, so that's what happened to the piano. I mean, I have no idea what, you know, where it might be. What I got before I left Clarence was he signed a prescription pad with his autograph. Thought I should have that. So that's what I have. And you know, the only thing I can say is that you can think of it as the Holy Grail. It's out there. It's waiting to be found. It's just that you know, it's going to be an interesting search through the ages, because everything was not. I mean, only the piano was taken from the curb. So somebody has it. Okay.
Time's growing a little short.
All right. Well, I want to tell the one story about the ardent fan.
Okay. Fine.
I have.
You don't know. This is some story. I heard it.
You've got to hear this story.
You got to hear.
Okay. So Bruce moves out of the house. It's like 3 days later. I'm in the house looking around. See, what can I do? How can I fix this place? I got to re-rent it. Bruce did not make a mess. The place was a little disheveled, but you know, the garbage in the kitchen was just filled with fast food wrappers and Cheerio boxes, and you know, but it wasn't a mess. I mean, it could be cleaned and painted. So I'm in there trying to figure out what I need to do, and there's a knock on the door. Open the door, thinking, God, I hope this isn't another fan, a Springsteen fan. This little girl, now, you might know her. She was a little tiny, skinny, scrawny thing. She's, hi, are you the owner? Yes, I'm the owner. She said, well, my name is, I can't remember. It could be Michelle, Patty, Mary. I'll call her Michelle.
It may be just as well.
Yes, okay, maybe just as well. She said, I used to come here once in a while, and I'd clean up for Bruce. I cleaned his house a few times. I said, oh, really? She said, I want to rent it. Oh, I said, well, I have to fix it. She said, no, don't do anything. I said, well, it needs painting. I want to clean up. No, she said, don't touch it. And I said, well, what do you mean don't touch? She said, I want it like it is exact. I can pay the rent for 6 months. I want it for 6 months. And I said, well, why don't you want me to clean it? She said, because I want to go around the bathroom with Scotch tape and pick up all this pubic hair.
And on that happy note, what do you think? Take a few questions? All right, so fire away, folks.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
What year was the piano out in Curve? And second part, if you had gotten the piano, what would you have done? Do you think you still own it?
I've been wearing it around my neck.
Yeah.
I would say it was the early 90s. It had to be before I sold the house, so it would be 93, 94. I mean, I go check the dumps. That was,
And
yeah.
Where in the house was the piano?
In the living room. If you walked in, it was right at the end of the living room before you went onto the hall to the kitchen.
To the right then?
Straight, if you walk in the house, to the right are the bedrooms, and straight ahead is a hall that took you to the bathroom and the kitchen. So there was a wall where it was right to the left of the door that was the hall, okay? Okay, so, yes?
Did you rent the Scotch tape girl?
I did, and I wished her luck in her quest. Somewhere on eBay, look for Scotch tape or pubic hair. I mean,
Wow.
yes. No.
Yes, we know what to look for.
Oh, he wanted to know if I had a picture of the piano. I mean, honest to God, it's like it was like one of those chairs. It meant nothing, and you know, it's like the treasure was underneath it, so it had no particular value up until the point.
Well, actually, you could argue the treasure is what came out of it too.
Yes, right. Well, that's true. Yes, the music. Yes.
John Lennon's piano for Imagine. Hundreds of thousands.
Stop it! Stop it! Don't you start with me. You left it in the house too. I mean, you know, it's sort of hindsight. It's like the letter for 1,700 goes for 7,000. Okay. Yes. Anybody else? Bruce, just, again, I will say this about Bruce. I'll say this about the house first, because and I really, really mean this. Up until Bruce left, until last month or the month before, when Dylan went to West End looking for, nobody cared about that house. Nobody did. All of a sudden, it's all over the place because the supposition was that Dylan was seeking out 7.5 West End Court. Whether or not he was, I don't know. But I started getting phone calls. People I haven't heard from a long time. I saw your house. Oh my God. Oh God. What are you going to do? I said, well, nothing I can do. It's gone. I sold it. I mean, I have to. Oh well. So what do? I get a phone call from the woman who sold me her beds. She said, I read the article about the house that's for sale. That he wrote the songs sitting on the edge of the bed, and that was in your house. I said. She said, where's the bed? I said, I want to buy the bed. I said, the bed was in my mother's garage and deal for 20 years. When she died, we sold the house with the bed. I mean, it was a gray wood thing. Oh my God, she said, are you sure? Yes, I'm certain. So the thing is that all of a sudden, this little house, which they're asking $300,000 for now, it's a joke. It's a fantasy. And if somebody buys it, bless your heart and soul,